Okay, yeah, I didn't say that. Did not say that. In an algebraic situation, equation, table, or graph, the variables usually x and y can be classified as either independent or dependent. There you go. Independent or dependent. That's what goes in the first line. Independent variable. Independent variable, that's your x value, y'all. That's your x value. So it's going to be on the x-axis of a graph. That's what you're putting in that blank. So the x-axis of a graph. And the independent variable stands alone. Like the independent woman. You know, the x variable, x chromosome. Independent woman. Y'all, I know I'm old, but y'all never heard about it.
Yes, I have.
So you were already strong. No, seriously. I have to do no, seriously. Independent variable is the x variable. It's the one that stands alone, meaning it doesn't value the whatever your dependent is. It stands alone. The value of it's not based on anything else, and I'll show you what that means in a minute. It always is what happens first, okay? Because this is on the x-axis, that probably gives you a hint that the dependent variable is on the y-axis. All right, the dependent variable. This one's on the y-axis of a graph. It is the y in your table or your equation. And the dependent, as saying in the name, depends on the independent variable. And it's the variable that happens second. The best way for me to explain this is for you to practice. So I have a few scenarios on here. You'll see if you can figure out which one is which. And you have to sometimes think it through. And I find sometimes it's easy to say what it's, telling you, and then you can think, oh, this depends on the other. Like, the number of shoes you buy depends on how much money you have. Okay, there you go. Dependent variable is a function that's determined by the independent. I just said that. So let's practice. A student's grade depends on how much she studies. Think about this. You said what? All right, write that down. The dependent is the oops in my pocket. The dependent, oh Lord, is the student's grade. And the independent is the time study or just studies. Okay. All right. Height of a plant in the water. Height of a plant in the water. Does the height of the plant depend on the water, or does the water depend on the height of the plant? It does. Because if you starve in your plant, the height's going to be.
That's so bad.
So,
I think that's what you meant to say.
Okay. So we got this, right? The height depends on the amount of water. So the dependent is going to be the height. A lot of times I like to put the dependent first, only not put it first, but say it first, because it sounds easier. It makes sense if you do that. So dependent is height. Independent was water. Thank you. So let me go back here for the next few. Try these next ones. Should have took that one out. And you know what? I want to say that there's actually something that I gave in class an assignment, and it said the word pen, and somebody forgot it all. That happens every once in a while. My bad. Hey, did I give you one, babe? You wanted to say the answer? No, I didn't. Okay,
Let's fix it.
answer. It's okay. I did. Sure did. Did you? Did you? I didn't forget.
I never knew it.
I cheated. The amount of money you make and the hours you work. So what's what? There you go. Hours that you work will determine the money you make. Okay. Number of sodas, total money spent.
So,
Okay, number. Yeah, the other one's too easy. I hate that I put the word in there. Number of houses. Time you have. All right, hopefully you got the page task 3. This will have to be turned in before the end of class, okay? I'll give you a little bit of time to work on it. And you can